people, it's me, Anja. Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the thumbnail, I only have 3 books to talk about. So I just wanted to say like a little like disclaimer, PSA type of thing, because I received a comment recently that it's hard to believe that I read so fast, and that's completely understandable because like I've always been able to read really fast, so I didn't realize until like recently that what I do is almost bizarre to other people, because to me it's completely ordinary and it's completely natural, and I've been reading since I was like 3 years old, because that's when I learned how to read, and I've been reading for leisure for like such a long time. So like this whole thing of my reading ability is like so natural to me, and I don't want to like come off as this like reading prodigy or anything, and I definitely don't want to come off as like I'm better than anybody else just because I can read faster than most people, you know? Yeah, there's no like secret formula or anything for like how I do it, because like I've always been able to. It wasn't like a gradual process or anything, you know? So I don't know if that like answers anybody's questions or anything. I don't want to come across as like, I don't think anyone like doubts my abilities. It's just that like it's just bizarre to some people, because like I read 1 book a day, so sometimes more than one, depending on how long the book is. Like if I had all the time in the world, I would probably read 2 books a day, 1 YA and 1 juvenile fiction. But like I know that like what I'm doing is very weird and, like I said, bizarre to some people, but to me it's completely ordinary and natural. So I don't really know how to explain how I do it. I don't think there's anything to explain, and yeah, there's just that. So anyway, it's a little windy out today, but it's sunny, so love that. The first book of the 3 is Time of Our Lives, written by Emily Wimberley and Siegemund-Broka. They are the co-authors of Always Never Yours and If I'm Being Honest. I read Always Never Yours like last year, I think, and then I DNF'd If I'm Being Honest, and I rated Always Never Yours 3.5 stars, or maybe just 3 stars, so I definitely was not expecting to rate Time of Our Lives 5 stars. I loved this book so much. It tells the story of Fitz and Jubilee, and Fitz really wants to stay home, and Jubilee would rather like leave home. They meet on a college tour, and I love their characters so much. I was hooked in by Fitz immediately because he's an etymologist. Is that how you say it? He loves words, and I love words too. So every time he would like use a word that I had never seen before, I would write it down, and I know that like taking myself out of the story sometimes interrupts the flow and the ebb of the story, but for me it was just fascinating. And I think he's a Ravenclaw. I don't know, I kind of just sort of him myself, but I just love him. And Jubilee's character, I love her too. She had to grow on me, but I decided to rate this book 5 stars, 50% through it, which is great. So good. I just really love this book. I love their relationship. They have such great chemistry. They mesh so well together. So I just love this book so much. It's also family driven, so we stand a family driven contemporary. So I would highly recommend this book. It was just so good. The next book that I read is also a 5-star read, and it is The Starless Sea, written by Erin Morgenstern. As you guys may know, The Night Circus is one of my favorite books of all time. So I had the highest expectations when I put The Starless Sea on my TBR I think this book came out in November, and it's been on my TBR for longer than that. Anyway, The Starless Sea was absolutely amazing. It was so good. I heard from some people who have read it that it's a little bit confusing and they didn't know what was going on, but like I knew what was going on from the get-go. Well, not necessarily. I didn't really know what was going on, but like the unknown, like a confusing, convoluting plot is interesting to me because I want to know what's going on, and it's just so fascinating to me. And as usual, Erin Morgenstern's world building and character development and all that stuff is just so fascinating, and her meticulous minutia is just so spot on. I loved learning at the end how everything is like tied together, how everything is weaved together. Nothing was really like confusing to me. I don't think the plot, like, yes, at parts I didn't know like how everything was going to be connected, but I understood what was happening, so that was great for me. I don't really want to go into the synopsis or anything, because I feel like it's better to go into all of Erin's books with no knowledge of what it's about, so that you have lower expectations, you know? So anyway, the Starless Sea is so good, so fascinating. I can use so many words to describe this story. Iridescent, amazing, wonderful, lovely, like all the adjectives that I can think of. And I can honestly say that I prefer the Starless Sea to the Night Circus. And that says something, because when I first read the Night Circus, I didn't ever think that I could love a book in the same way that I loved the Night Circus. And I definitely didn't think that I could love a book more in the same way that I loved the Night Circus. But here I am with the Starless Sea, and it was just so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I wish that I could own this book so I could just reread it over and over again. It's just so good. Absolutely 5 stars. If I could rate this book 6 stars, I would. Now it's one of my favorite books, not only of 2020, but just of all time, and I just can't stop gushing about it because it was just absolutely incredible. So it's totally worth its hype, and you should read it too. The next book that I read is called Somebody Told Me, written by Mia Siegert. This book I rated 4 stars. It's YA contemporary. There's a trigger warning for sexual assault because it's about a bi-gender person named Alexis/Alex, who, after being assaulted, they want a fresh start. So they move in with their aunt and uncle, and their uncle is a Catholic priest. And they discover that they can heal through the vents when people are confessing, because I guess their room is right above the church or something. Anyway, so they can heal people making confessions. And at first this means that they if someone is having financial problems or whatever, they devise a plan to give them money or something. They keep the confessions anonymous and whatever. The person confessing isn't aware that they can heal it, you know? Anyway, so it's going great and it's fun and dandy until somebody confesses to being an abuser. And here's where the trigger warning for sexual assault comes in, because this means that Alexis/Alex not only, of course, wants justice for the person being abused, but they also have to face their own demons. So that's the synopsis. I gave this book 4 stars. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, because reading about other Christian perspectives kind of makes me wary, since I know that there's so much controversy among the Christian community, and especially among the LGBT community. So I wasn't really sure how that was going to be expressed and represented. I was really afraid that this was going to be represented in an almost offensive way, which is so rude of me, and I apologize for that. I should never make that assumption. Anyway, so I definitely wasn't expecting to enjoy it, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it not only because of that, but also because this book is so short. It's only 272 pages, which for YA is so short. With YA, I usually expect the story to be at least 300 pages. You know, 272 is what I would expect for juvenile fiction, not YA. But anyway, the shortness of the story didn't occur to me until I finished it, because when you're reading a story and you're just hooked up into it and you're just swept into it, you don't notice how many pages you're reading, you know? You just finish it and realize, oh my gosh, I just finished a 272 page book that didn't feel like it was 272 pages, you know? So anyway, I rated this book 4 stars. Like I said, there's a trigger warning for sexual assault because, yeah. So definitely don't read this book if it's triggering to anybody. I also didn't think that I would rate this book at least 4 stars because sexual assault makes me literally so uncomfortable, but I'm getting used to it. I don't want to say that because like I've never been assaulted, but I've learned through reading this book and reading other books that like sexual assault is such an umbrella term and it can mean like so many different things, you know? So anyway, this book exceeded my expectations is what I'm trying to say, and I rated it 4 stars, and I would recommend it. Just be careful of the trigger warnings. So in conclusion, obviously the best book I read was The Starless Sea because it was absolutely amazing and it was just so good. And there's no like worst book because I rated somebody told me 4 stars. So it was still really good, but like obviously I loved the 2 5-star reads. The 2 5-star reads that I read over the 4-star read. Hence why I gave the 2 5-star reads. So you're higher rating. Anyway, so as for my disclaimer in the beginning, again, like I don't really know how to explain how I read really fast because it's something that I've always done and it's something that I've always do and I will continue to do it. But I know that it's like considered to be like completely bizarre and weird to the people who read slower, but like your reading speed is so relative because obviously it's different for everybody. So I don't know, like I don't want anybody to like watch my videos and think, oh my gosh, this girl thinks that she's so much better than everybody else just because she reads so fast and so much. But that's not true at all. Like I said, it's relative, so everybody has different like talents, I suppose, and this is obviously a real talent that I have, but like I use it for good, so it doesn't really like matter, I guess. Anyway, if you like this video, if you read any of these books before, give this book a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these books before, comment down below if you liked them. I know that I'm doing like all these recent reads videos pretty frequently, but I also try to do like other videos like in between so it's not like too, I don't know, overwhelming or something. I don't know. Like I said, reading speed is relative and that's all I can really say. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If any of these books seemed interesting to you, obviously I recommend all of the books in this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.